Welcome back to Rapido. In this video, I'm going to show you some new functionality where you can add a map to your application in about 2 lines of code. So let's just take a reminder here. If you go back and look at video 1 in the Rapido channel, this is the basic task list app. And here's the code for it. Create a document list scaffold, give it a little bit of configuration if you want. Creating the task list, I tell it what the name of the task list is, and then I tell it what fields to use in the documents in the document list. And then the document list scaffold, I just tell you to use that document list, and I give it some information about what I want it to display instead of just using the defaults. And from all that, you get all this functionality, like you get sorting, you get edit and delete functionality, you get new functionality, so all the CRUD operations. So let's go ahead and add a map to this and add location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and in addition to the title, subtitle, count, and date fields, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to tell it to use location in the UI, but then the field name is going to be map point. Okay, so save that. I'm actually going to stop it and start it again because to make sure that change takes effect. So while it's working on rebuilding and rerunning that code, just a reminder, you can go back to the channel and look at video 1 to see how to build this task list, and a little of information that goes into some details about all the different UI elements that come with it when you use Rapido like this. If you want to look at video 2, you can see some of the light customization that's in there, some of the easy customizations that you can use. There's easy customizations like being able to add a special widget when the list is empty, being able to add a background to the document list so you can add some branding, all that sort of stuff. Then video 3 shows you some more customization that you can do. Okay, so he's just about started again. He's just in the process of loading. It's copying the files over. While he's doing that, I want to remind you that when you use a document list, besides getting all this UI for free, you also get persistence for free. Okay? Okay, so it's all ready. And so remember, all this data was in there. I closed the app and started again, and it all came back. That's because Rapido saves all that state for you. You don't have to do any work. When the user enters the state, Rapido saves it automatically. Now I'm going to click on this button, which is added automatically, and the edit field. And then that'll automatically create a form that I can use to edit that document, that task that the user added. And notice now at the bottom there's a location field. And there's a little map button in that location field. I'm going to click that, and that'll bring up a location picker. So Rapido will look at your current location and assume that you want to put something near there. Now, if you don't want to, you can customize this if you want to control where the locations go. So I'm going to put that in my backyard, okay, because that's where I work on my bike. And now I'm going to go grocery shopping. That's the next day. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click. Rapido will automatically create a picker for me. And then I seem to remember there's a Safeway nearby, which I'm going to use. Send that to the Safeway. Save that. And then finally, I'm going to drop off my laundry. Now, I'm actually going to adjust the date first. So date also has a custom picker. So, and then I'll set the location here, and the location of my laundry is right there. Save that. Okay, so now by adding just that extra field to the document, list by specifying that I want this extra field here called map point, I got all the functionality to be able to pick, that lets the user pick and add a location. But it doesn't automatically show the location anywhere. First of all, I've configured the document list scaffold just to show the date, title, subtitle, and the priority. So now I'm going to add some functionality to show the map. So I'm going to use additional action labels, additional actions. So this, when I create a document list scaffold, if I give it any additional actions, that will add those actions automatically to the title bar. So I'm going to use an icon button. An icon button has two required name parameters. One, of course, is an icon. And then the other is an onPressed event. Okay, now that I have that, now I can respond to that onPressed event. And I'm going to respond to the onPressed event by pushing some UI onto the top of the stack. So it's going to show an icon of a map. When you click it, I'm going to push some UI. So I'm going to pass the context in, but I also need a route. So I'm going to create a new material page route. The new material page route, if I glance at this, can see it needs a builder. Okay, so builder is a required name parameter, and it takes a build context. Okay, and now in the builder I need to return something. And what I'm going to return is a document list map view. And I'm just going to pass in the same document list that I have in the document list scaffold into the document list map view. Okay, I'm going to hit save. That'll do a hot reload. And now you can see that there's this new action added, this map button here. So I'm going to click on that map button, and Rapido then creates the map for you. And you can see that those items that you added, since I added the map points to them, are visible on the map. And in fact, if I click on the map markers, which get added automatically, it uses the title and subtitle to give the user some information about what's there, to show them what's on the map. And of course, you can customize this to your heart's content. So that's the fastest way, 1-2 lines of code, to add maps to your application.